Hello.
Appreciate you being here.
Yes, ma'am.
Listen, do you think you could do it from across the street because this is private property?
This looks like a public sidewalk to me, ma'am.
That's your move?
If you appreciate me being here, why would you oppose me being right here?
Because these kids are underaged, and you don't have a right to talk to our children that way. That's why.
What have I said that's wrong?
I didn't say you said anything wrong.
Oh, ma'am, you're talking out of both sides of your mouth, and I need to reach the students.
Teach our children things, but they're not your children. You don't have a right
neighbors.
to do that.
Young people, I'm showing you on this sign, a little baby who was murdered, massacred, in a nation filled with professing Christians. Are you acting like your neighbors are being mass murdered in this city? Wichita was once known as the abortion capital of the world. Did you know that? Some of you may have known that.
You think these kids already know about abortion?
This is God's image bearers in the womb that are being mass murdered. These children need your help, they need my help.
Can I look at your handout? Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Why are you here teaching these kids about abortion? Do you do this over at East High School?
Yes, ma'am.
Really?
Yes, ma'am. I do it all over the place.
So why is it that you're doing this?
Ma'am, please don't oppose what I'm doing.
No, I'm not doing anything.
Oppose what the Lord's doing.
I'm not doing anything more than what you're doing.
I'm showing you on this sign, this is what a little child looks like who's been in the hands of an abortionist.
Why are you teaching these kids that? You think they don't already know that?
You won't see this on the media. You won't see this on the news tonight. That's why I'm going to show it to you. Little human beings that are being slaughtered, and on your watch, on my watch.
Why are you teaching them that?
Jesus said that we are to love God and love our neighbor as ourselves.
Do you think that their parents don't teach them?
But the reality is that most people are not doing that.
Do you think that their parents don't teach them that?
Are you loving your neighbor as yourself? Do you think you're going to go to heaven when you die? Well, a lot of people in this country, Catholics, professing Christians, whoever, a lot of people think that they're good enough to go to heaven when they die.
Their parents teach them.
But the Bible says that no one is good. No, not one. For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. You're not good, and I'm not good. Only God alone is good. Are you being taught that?
That's a lie.
Do you know we'll spend eternity, young people? Heaven or hell?
Why are you bothering me?
Jesus said, if you love me, you will keep my commandments.
You don't think we teach our children this already?
Do you keep the Lord's commandments? Are you striving to obey God, to obey Jesus?
Do you think we teach our children this already?
This is a Holocaust that we're living in, young people. Little babies are being mass murdered by their parents.
Why don't you go?
And it's been happening for so many years right here in Wichita, Bleeding, Kansas.
Teach our kids this already?
Right here in Wichita, Bleeding, Kansas.
Don't teach our kids this
Little
already?
human beings are being mass murdered by their own parents.
You don't think we're teaching this to our kids already?
Are there students here that are using hormonal birth control? Most likely. Most likely.
Do you have kids?
Are you aware that birth control kills children as well?
Do you have kids?
A child cannot implant to the uterine wall.
Kids?
Are you aware of that, young people?
What makes it your right to imply to these kids that they're using birth control?
The Bible says that God hates the hands that shed innocent blood.
What makes it think it's your right?
But yet so many religious people, whether they profess to be Christian or Catholic or whatever, they don't.
Do you have children?
They have no problem with babies being murdered.
Do you have children?
Talk one, ma'am.
I have to teach. Do you have children?
Talk one.
That's my daughter. She already knows about all this.
I'm here to bring this to your attention, young people. We're living in a Holocaust. Thousands of babies are being mass murdered every day throughout America. Little human beings are being mass murdered right here in the city of Wichita, Bleeding, Kansas.